In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the features of Excel that make it easy to work with multiple worksheets. I've got a sample spreadsheet here that's made up of 3 worksheets. We've got Boston, Chicago, and Atlanta. And you notice one thing about all 3 of these: they're all formatted the same. They have the same data in the same locations. The only difference is that each city has its own individual numbers in this table range right here. Otherwise, they're laid out the same. I call this a 3D worksheet, and we're going to take a look at some of the features here that are useful in dealing with 3D worksheets. The first one is just being able to change the name of a worksheet. The easiest way to do it is just double click here and rename it. Just finish typing it. The other way is to right click and choose rename, and does the exact same thing, and we'll do Atlanta here as well. And it's a little tricky. If you double click and you want to get to the end, it's pretty picky about where you position the tip of the cursor arrow there. Okay. You can also rearrange them. All you got to do to rearrange them is just click and drag. So if I want to put these in alphabetical order, I want to drag Chicago over here, I want to drag Boston over here, and now they're in alphabetical order. Okay, another thing you might want to do to make them stand out is you might want to color code them. If you want to change the color, right click, choose tab color, and I'm going to pick some standard colors here. We're going to make Atlanta red. We're going to right click on Boston and set its tab color to green, and we're going to right click on Chicago and set its tab color to blue. And when the sheet is selected, what Excel does is it turns it mostly white. If it's a colored tab, it'll turn it white on top and then do kind of a gradient version of a lighter version of the color down here at the bottom. So the reason for that is just to try to make it easier for you to see which cell you have selected. Okay, now here's the really neat thing about working with worksheets like this that are all laid out the same, and that is that you can select all of them at the same time and format all of them at the same time, so you don't have to go through this process 3 times. So in order to do that, you have to select all 3 worksheets. So click on the first one and then shift click on the last one. A couple of things happen. You notice they all turn mostly white to indicate that they're selected. And the other thing that happens is up here you see the word group in square brackets. And so you've got 2 visual hints here that what you're doing is actually dealing with more than one worksheet at a time. First thing we're going to do is we're going to select the whole sheet, and we're just going to change the font to 10 point, and Verdana is the font that I want. And it looks like we're going to need to make these a little bit wider here, so let's go ahead and select all of them, and let's there, that should be plenty of room. And let's go ahead and do some more formatting. Let's take this first cell here and let's merge and center it across columns A through E, and then let's apply a little bit of formatting to that. Let's go to our styles over here, and let's make that a title. And let's take these here and let's go to our cell styles again. Let's make those heading 3, and let's take these over here on the side and let's make those heading 4, and let's right align them so they're a little bit closer to the data. And let's do a few other things with the numbers here. Let's format, let's do the first row with a $sign, and I don't want decimal places on this, so I'm going to decrease the decimal twice. And the other ones here I don't want decimal, but I do want commas if the numbers are bigger than 1,000. And then let's go down to the bottom and let's do some totals. We're on the Home tab here, and we're going to go to the Auto Sum button, and we're going to choose Sum, and it will sum the 3 numbers for us. And then we're going to take that and we're going to drag it across, and we should get the sums of all of these columns. Let's do some other ones here. Let's put product total up here at the top, and let's format so it matches this stuff over here, and that would be heading 3, and it's kind of hanging over the edge here, so let's turn wrap text on for that, and let's make it the same width as the other ones. Now would I make the other ones here 11.11, so let's drag this one over a little bit until it gets to the same width, and let's right align that. Okay, now we're ready to put some totals in here, and you can do them one at a time, or you can also, another neat way to do totals if you want to do a bunch of them, is select all of the cells you want the total to go in, click on sum, and it will sum everything to the left. And if you double click on each one of these, you'll see that the blue box appears around the 4 numbers to the left. Okay, let's do a little more formatting here. Let's go to the bottom and let's go to our styles again, and those are totals. Let's do a total style on that. We've also got this so it's no longer centered anymore, so what we add this extra column here so it looks a little funny. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn merge and center off for that. Then we're going to reselect starting with A and going through column F, and then we do merge and center again, and now it is merged and centered over everything. Okay, now that's it for formatting. Let's go back here and click on the individual worksheets here, and there it is. Everything has been formatted exactly the same. So saved myself a lot of work by selecting all of them and then doing the formatting. We'll look at some more features of 3D worksheets in Excel in the next video.